Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody. Welcome to another episode of Erudition Generations. Today's topic, well, is unfortunately very sad. It's summer's end. Oh,
Well, I mean, to be quite honest,
up,
I
up.
know there's a lot of teachers are probably angry about this as well.
Well, yeah, pretty much, because they gotta go back.
Yeah, they can't see their family as often anymore.
Nobody likes work.
Unless they were doing summer school.
Hey, I've never really
did.
been able to relax completely this summer.
Yes, that's been unfortunate. We get time to relax. I think y'all are on mute.
Yeah,
we
we
went
bet.
on mute. I was confused because y'all are like really quiet.
Yeah, y'all a little bit whispery for me, Elliot.
Yeah,
Probably turn up your volume.
Yeah.
You know.
we can just hear ourselves better.
Yeah,
Well, I
bro.
guess this is Papa and Elliot. So
Yep.
now,
That
No.
just means that our voice is louder
Everybody,
than yours.
everybody can hear us. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
about. It might be something wrong with y'all.
it should only be a minor problem. Well,
No, it ain't no problem at all. That just means we hear ourselves better than them. They're the little voices that are on your shoulders telling you what's wrong and what's right. And then you're the big brain controlling everything.
All right. I think that fixes the audio here.
Yep, now they go now we
Anyway, welcome to the Sean, Dawn, and Elliot show.
who is Dawn? Where did Dawn come from?
I don't know.
have no clue. So anyway, what is today's topic? Did they figure out their problem?
Simple, bro. We talk about everything in summer. And you know what's grown in summer? Plants.
Watermelon.
all the time.
No.
Watermelon.
Plants don't grow all the time. Try to grow something in winter. You will learn that it does not work.
Oh,
If
yeah.
I remember correctly, the front says New York, or if I remember correctly.
You can't hear us, right?
Yeah. Sounds a little bit better.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, tiny bit better. Like,
Matthew's shirt is that Japanese on your shirt? What does it say? Yes, it says that does say New York.
New York City, the big NC.
NY. Did you really just say NC? You
yep.
gonna need a college.
Look, everybody from New York, don't come after me. I'm
And
somewhere
Teddy's
else.
If you haven't noticed, is Bugs Bunny.
It's all Looney Tunes.
But yeah, bro, we gonna talk about what's grown in summer. So, you know what that means. We gonna talk about my favorite subject,
But
plants, food,
you don't
and
forget fall.
everything
We're
else.
going into fall.
Yeah. Teddy. We could talk about gaming and all this other stuff you do during the summer. But if you're not during the summer invested in your hobbies, what are you doing with your life? You're sitting there in front of a screen all
You
day.
probably have something better to do since hobbies or something.
I'm saying
You ain't got nothing better to do. You wanna
it's just
sit down.
that summer. We're going into autumn. Fall.
Exactly. It's harvest season. That's where you take everything you've grown and you grab it before the winter frost comes and kills it all.
Exactly. It's not summer.
Yeah, it is. It's end of summer. During the summer, you got a couple more days to grow it. You got a couple more days to make sure that everything is fine. And you know what grows best during the summer and the fall, in my opinion?
Watermelon.
Wrong and wrong. Tomatoes and watermelon are fruits, and I don't believe in them. You know what grows best? Peppers. All types of peppers.
Peppers
And
are
I
fruits
love
too.
them.
They have seeds.
I mean,
So I refuse to believe that watermelon is better than jalapeno peppers.
you know what's kind of weird?
So engage in cognitive distance. So
Strawberries aren't.
You know what you should invest in? Potatoes.
I mean,
Anybody have a
No, because it's
yeah,
in their name.
potato is a vegetable.
Strawberries. Why aren't they strawberries? They're not berries.
Because Elliot, the English language is just a weird thing that we looked at something and we were like,
No, because we
it
put them
goes.
into categories, and then we put strawberries out of that category, even though it's
Oh yeah,
literally in the name.
so we can invest in the fruits of labor, like
Our
Mo
banner.
on, and the banner is already up.
How
And
would that help the chat?
it actually it would kinda, because then and we could set up a studio outside and show how you should and shouldn't mow your lawn. It would be a 4-hour special, but hey.
Oh, no. No, I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. 4-hour
You
special.
tried,
cut it long.
but you heard.
If first off, if it takes you 4 hours to cut a lawn, you got a whole lot of field, or you did something extremely wrong. Speaking of the end of summer, what are your thoughts on these unusual weather patterns?
Beautiful, just beautiful, perfect. It's perfect for my backyard, me,
Um,
and
I'd say
me.
it was very kind of depressing actually. It like rained the whole time. It
Huh?
didn't rain no time during the winter. It barely snowed, and then it has the audacity to come to summer.
Bro, you are absolutely wrong. I freaking love the rain. Whenever I see
I
the
mean, I
rain,
like the rain too.
then why you
but-
gonna say it's depressing?
During the time that you would like to be outside, you told me, "Oh, can't go outside."
Bro,
there's a
do you
thunderstorm."
realize how much I love summer for one reason? Hot rain. When it rains and it's hot,
If it's hot
Bro,
rain, you need to worry.
when it rains and it's hot, you can run through that. You get cooled off, but not to the point where you're freezing. So you can run in that rain, and it's absolutely divine.
That's why
Well, I get it.
What
For us,
about activities outside?
for us it's rare. For other people it's a nightmare.
yeah, the unusual weather patterns were good for us because over here in Colorado, it's a very, very dry, even for summer. So all this rain that we've been getting was good, but other places we understand that it's been hot, and other places it's flooded.
And
Yeah,
I heard, but I
yeah, I
heard
guess so. Because to be fair, the thing about it is we technically never really get rain. We get lightning, we get thunder, but it's dry. And as
lightning
of late, it's been nice and wet, and we've been able to see just how beautiful it looks where everything is watered properly. When the grass is
Unfortunately,
actually growing instead of it being just dirt and dust.
unfortunately, it's not always like that because we have roads wash away because of flash flood.
Yeah, I
It's
guess there was a big.
It has some negative impacts as well, but it really does come down to climate change. It's just that changing climates. It used to be real dry over here. Now it's trying to be really wet.
okay.
In other places, you're not built for that, especially with us with our sandish dirt. We all know how that works, especially Papa, because we grow things outside. All that water
I
flushes
rode up
into
to
the
I don't trust the outside. The outdoors is too.
not your vegetable, not the garden.
But that's the topic. That's what we're talking about.
You on this topic of fruit, you've been on fruits and vegetables for all
It's
summer.
healthy, it's good for you. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
and it's perfect.
Mhm.
And it's
I
all.
can't deny that, but it's still not the topic today.
I had to switch YouTube accounts. I wasn't responding as the network.
Ah,
Oh, shoot.
I see. It was responding as
Yeah, we're gonna have to time you off for that, Mom. That's a really bannable offense. But just because you're our mother, we'll let you go with a warning. Mute her for 35 years. That's
I guess that's what she said. I'm never really ready for the end of summer, but it's almost Teddy and Matthew's birthday.
Ah, yes, that's the one thing that comes out of the good end of summer. You becoming older and me laughing at you while you do. Man,
Actually, let's
I'm
talk
such
about
a good
a little
person.
bit of the positive of summer ending. One,
I
you
love
probably
reminding
know
people
of more
that
things,
demise comes ever closer.
and even better things,
What things?
such as as you finally get to meet up with your friends in real life because you're going back to school. For some of you, people
Uh,
won't find.
no friends are going back to school, but they're not happy about it. They're gonna be like,
If you're
"Hey,
happy
bro,
about going back to school, something's clearly.
no, you." I will admit, you're happy for the first couple of days of going back
And
to
then
school.
you realize the cycle has begun yet again.
Exactly.
And you start
You
to
like
get sad.
you like the thought of having something to do so that you're not completely bored, and that when you go home and play or do something, you're sitting there like I something.
And
My
for
people,
up, yo, you're
the
breaking it.
the first period of this new school year is over, and now we're going to get directly into to the
Yeah.
thick of it.
After the first week, they decide nothing good like refreshing the brain. Like,
Well, the first week of
hard
school
work.
is usually not
Oh,
that
people.
Wait, let Elliot talk.
but he was just speaking.
Yeah.
The first week of school usually isn't that bad. There's not really much to do.
That's what we say. It's
Yeah.
always the first beginning of it is perfect. It's beautiful. You get to sit back
Yeah,
and you're
it's
able
like a
to
vacation. You get to see your friends and stuff. You get to have fun.
and then after a couple of days it's like the teacher hates you. Everything's fading down.
Yep, the teacher real sad.
They ease you from the summer mentality to the work mentality, which is nice. Because let me tell you, the very first day of back to school after summer, I really ain't trying to do nothing. I hated those classes that had you do something like. I know that usually we don't have to do anything for the very first day, but I want to be unique. That's like, no, save that uniqueness. I'm good. Let's ease ourselves into the going from rest to work.
Enjoy going to school now as an adult of going to work. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly why I laugh as Teddy gets older, because he gets ever so closer to being out of college and in the working class.
See,
And then I get to laugh as hard as I can right before I transfer into it and get as mad as hell.
nope, you laughing right before you go
Yeah.
into depression.
That's
Oh,
how ironic.
yeah.
Oh, because I'm about to say you're not that far behind. I don't know what you be laughing about. And as an adult, if you don't go to enough school when you were younger, you have to go to school and work as an adult. Ask
Oh,
your
no.
parents. Yeah, yeah, we know.
Actually, I will admit, I
Make
think
the
it would
most
be
out of your
fun.
time in school.
You think, yep, get out. No,
Wait, bro, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me
no
out.
excuses.
Hear me
See,
out, bro.
Let me explain this, Papa. You don't like school now, don't you? You don't like the way school is. You don't like the concept, right? Now imagine going to school, then you gotta go to work, then you gotta go back to school, then you gotta go to work.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. You gotta.
Yeah, that sounds real fun. You know what sounds fun to me? Sitting down in a recliner chair, kicking my feet back and saying, finally done with school. And then with the reminder of, I gotta go to work.
Ah,
That sounds better than doing both. Oh, I'm at work, now I'm at school. This is fun.
Yeah, but think about it. You get to learn even more. The teacher gets to look at you in the eyes and be like, "That's a grown man. Why is he so bad?" And then she realizes, "Why is he at work attire?" Oh, then you get to grin as you walk out the room, saying, "I can't wait to go to work."
Oh yeah, you joke, but we've actually met people like that on campus where they would come straight from work and go straight to class, and they would be in their whole business attire. One of them was working at Home Depot and came in, packed his uh
apron.
apron up, and went right into class like nothing happened, and then went right back
Cans and everything.
and then
Nah,
told
bro,
me,
I want to walk up into that school with my chef hat on, just sit there.
Yeah, with your curled evil mustache.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
but you gotta make time to learn.
It's like, I can't wait to get.
Just a little reminder, or for some people that might not have remembered, if you are enjoying the stream, even any of our past videos, make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video.
Uh,
So,
are you guys
and
having problems hearing me?
No, it's all good.
It might be mom, man. Try rejoining, and then if that don't work, I don't know, cause we're having problems here too, cause Teddy and Papa, not Teddy and Papa, but Teddy and Matthew are real quiet for us. Oh, and they're gone. Anyway, welcome back to the Sean and Don class. Okay, we're gonna tell you how to start a pyramid scheme, but in a legal way. Okay, so here's what you're gonna want to do: get your family, make everybody invest about $500.
Oh,
Then
no.
stop immediately, disappear from the grid, and if you have a bunch of family, you just made like $10,000.
But what if you only got one family member?
Okay, I think
Still
we
run
are.
out of more money.
I think we're back.
Hey, Teddy, we were just talking about what happens at the end of summer. You know, the summerly end of pyramid schemes where people finally pull out all their money.
Okay, let me finish up on what I was saying. And if you if you are on Facebook though, or Twitter, we are on there, or Twitch, make sure to follow and like the video.
Yes.
But
And
never,
pay us down below. Look,
Yes.
donation.
never be afraid to talk to us if you see us in real life. But if you follow us, I will give you a side eye.
Yeah. What Matthew always says: follow us on the web. Don't follow us anywhere else.
That's not even what he says.
I broke it down.
Back to the end of summer, but still on the school. Sort of. Anyone take summer classes?
No. Well, I mean, to be fair, Teddy, we never
Yeah.
got summer, did we? We have college work.
We didn't have summer classes. We had just college work, because in college, for some colleges anyway, you don't really get a break. And those that do have a break, you're really just trying to finish your degree and be like, okay, I need to get this over with. I'm not really trying to sit here and drag out the program any longer than it needs to be.
Speaking of vacations, who invented them? Why can't the human just instantly know and instantly stretch their body or can learn?
What?
I don't know what you just.
I don't know what that has to do with vacation, summer. You talking about anatomy? You talking about hypothetical anatomy of plastic
You really
man?
think about it, Papa. Why don't our ears grow as much as we hear, so we can hear more?
Because you would be all ears. No.
Okay, but next question, and then
That's a question for your parents too. I know I took summer classes. Yeah, like we said, y'all could have taken summer school,
Mm-hmm.
but you wanted to do a break. Some people they do that in high school. I've known a few that they go to summer school
and then get
basically they go into the next semester of high school, but then they decide, okay, we're going to do that during the summer. So by the time school starts, they have some time. But not all schools do that.
Wait, so
Yeah. And I think it's
confused. I'm a little bit confused.
I think for that we should probably be thankful for the online part of schooling.
Yeah, online school.
But
Because
I'm a little bit confused on that part.
in the actual heat
Do we,
and burn up.
if you go to summer school, do you just get it to have the next school year off?
Oh no, you don't. There ain't no breaks for that.
No.
Oh dang!
What happens is
So
that
you do extra
because
work
remember,
and then do more work.
Remember, it's like you go to school August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, and then May. That's 9 months that you're in school. So you only get 3 of those taken off if you say you worked all summer. So you still have 6 months to make up for. So you can, that's still less time, and you may be able to have summer early, or depending on your school, you might not. You might only be working part time during the summer. That's also times where people actually go and get part time jobs and other things.
Skipping a
when
school
in high
year.
school.
Yeah, summer school
Yeah,
sets you
that
up
would
for
never
success.
And also,
But yeah, you are very angry the entire time you're there most of the time. Because think about it like this: you're in a hot class in the back of the room or in front of a window, burning up, and the teacher's probably mad too. They're like, I could have been somewhere in my house under the air conditioning and under the various fans I bought, but I'm here teaching you. And why am I teaching you? Why can't we do? And that's exactly why.
3 months off.
Yeah, good luck with that. You gonna be sitting there like, I get 3 months, and then they be like, nope.
I school, you school, we all school to not be fools.
Yeah, but
you school, we all school to not. That's why.
So it's all in vain.
To be for April Fool's Day.
You know what we should have talked about today? No, we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about.
I should have became one.
I use summer school to take college courses and graduate high school early. Yeah, like I said, that's what we did. With me, what y'all remember with me is that I had to do college courses while I was in high school. But the thing is that while high school ended, those college courses still happened. They still were going.
Real quick question. Why doesn't schools allow you to do a lot of work ahead of your time, ahead of your, or grade?
Matthew, think about how hard that would be for a teacher.
Actually, some schools you can. It just depends on if your school allows you to do that.
Yeah, not every school is going to allow that, because imagine it like this. How do we know you're actually learning if you're going through it so fast? In addition, imagine how hard that would be on a teacher. You'd be like, here's today's work, here's tomorrow's work, here's the next week's work.
That's their punishment for being a teacher. Because remember, I did do that.
I'm talking about
all until every part of that year's work completely go.
You can't get to the next level if you haven't done the course that you are assigned to. But the thing is, you can advance to the next one by doing that, going to summer school. There's also self-paced classes that you can decide, okay, I'm going to hurry up and just blow through all this work, or I'm going to sit down and actually take longer. Self-paced can be good. It can also be very bad because of what Papa just said. You don't know what you're learning, and when you go to school, you should be trying to learn a skill set that you can apply in the real world. But a lot of people, even people that go to college, they sit there and they go through their degree just saying with the mentality of, well, it don't really matter. And they just go get through the motions, and then they get out in the real world and they are expected to have these skill sets, and they don't.
I mean, I get it. We do homeschool, and yes, I'm very thankful for that. Homeschooling is definitely different from sitting in a hot classroom in the heat.
Yep. But here's
with a bunch of people.
Here's the thing, Dad. This is what we call suppression. See, he's trying to tell us he was never angry, but it was just all the hot classrooms that just, melted the brain a bit so they don't remember it.
Nah, bro. You just saw a mirage. The classroom was so hot, you saw a mirage of a teacher saying, we could all go home early.
That's a great excuse to leave class early.
Shoot, with the temperatures that we've been having when it's not raining, yeah. I would be mad sitting there in a 90+ degree classroom. You took the college admissions test when you graduated 8th grade to duly enroll in college and high school. Can Tenny and Papa tell Yeah, we can tell you our experience. How, Papa, you want to start or should I?
Well, I think you should start. Mine's pretty quick. It was cold.
My college experience with dual enrollment or concurrent enrollment, which is where you can go and take college level courses with while you are attending high school. But here's the thing: it's a high risk, high reward type ordeal because you have to maintain your grades have to stay up in both classes. In high school, if you drop down below a D, basically you get an F. In high school, they pull you out of the program. If your grades start to slip and you get too many D's, that they can also put you on probation and then you get pulled out of the program. However, you fail any college course, then you have to pay for it out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And that includes W's of, well, I'm gonna just withdraw from the class. They have a withdrawal date of when you can withdraw with the refund. But if you go beyond that, then you have to either pay your high school, who should be paying for the course, to reimburse them the money before you go back into the class, or you have to go and pay the college yourself because the high school might not have paid for it at all. And if you're not careful, they can withhold the diploma.
Well, I'm 22 years old, and I get angry any time I have to. I'm joking.
See, Teddy was right. That is exactly the base of what they tell you dual enrollment is. But in reality, it's all a trick. Let me tell you what it truly is. You'll be sitting there wondering, what class should I do? You'll be looking at two due dates, one for high school, one for college. The high school course will tell you, write up 100 words. The college course will tell you, screw 100, go 1,000. We need 15 pages. And if you don't write that, as soon as you see this work, and we know you see it, we will find you. You'll be sitting there thinking, hooray, it's the weekend for high school.
And
at college
was going to be fun to do work
exactly.
and school at the same time.
Because you're going to be sitting there on the weekends of college thinking, why does this not give me a chance either?
Think about it like this. People work when they're in high school. That's when they start getting jobs,
diplomas,
and work experience.
But for me, a full-time student, Teddy, I did not expect to be sitting there thinking, this is both my job and my life. This is today, tomorrow, and the days of.
What better time to do it than that time? Because if not, you still had to do it anyway. Just you would have been working.
You know what would be a good idea?
It was a good thing.
Hey, bro, I'm sitting here wondering what in the world is today going to bring, and you be like, oh, the beginning of college should be easy. After all, it's dual enrollment, and they screw you completely. They throw stuff at you in college that you are not prepared for in high school. Because high school is pretty much like, hey, we're still teaching you a little bit.
Hold on.
There's more learning.
No.
That's already done.
We fine. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we perfect. We good.
First off, we already have enough.
I think we're learning a bit too fast, actually.
Yeah, my brain is looking a little bit like an egg these days.
My brain is getting a little more mature.
You learn enough.
My head opened up, and I had to take my brain out.
Going back to school, back to the original subject, summer, daylight savings time. What are your thoughts on changing the time? Congress has brought forth an idea to end daylight savings times.
Yeah, I think the daylight saving is a plan by the aliens to get us to start thinking about life. Because if time moves faster, you have less time to think. So they're trying to push us into
really
more decisions that will cost us more money.
I do get it.
You make more drastic, decisions in a normal day than you do any other time. Somebody could tell you tomorrow is for sure and you go make decisions today that you will regret for every day of the rest of your life.
That's why it's the aliens, Papa.
The aliens sitting there wondering, how are we not influencing his decisions?
Actually, I know who it is. It's
Don from the Elliot Pop Don Show.
I mean, daylight saving is cool because then you get to like.
Yeah, the days are longer, the nights are shorter, and the sun is shining. However, I'm going to say this. I don't really follow the sun like that. If I'm like, it's
Daylight savings time it has to do with the sun. But this wouldn't be the first time that Congress or somebody has done this. Did you not know that the calendar changed?
Huh?
Back in Britain before any of us was born.
Oh, I thought you meant the Aztec calendar. I was surprised. I was real scared for a second.
There were two calendar changes in what was it? 1700 something. Can't really remember. But they changed the calendar time. It's not it wouldn't surprise me if they decided to do that. But what I will say is that it really doesn't matter. You're living in an age where you can I do it as well. Talk to anybody from any time of the world. Their daytime may be your nighttime, but you're staying up till like.
How do we know that's true? What if it's just a ploy by the government to keep us inside and keep touching our raccoons? See how he's laughing? He's been controlled by Elmo. The government uses Elmo to control people like this.
Oh,
I am sitting next to a potential sleeper agent. But that's okay, because I know his activation word. Blue magic olive oil, Elmo Supreme.
Oh, Lord.
See, he's activated.
What is it?
Something really brings out the worst in people.
Time is a joke. So seriously,
it has done for saving energy consumption, but that is no longer true. Which is not. You're racking up energy bill all the time, dealing with the weather changes, or the fact that I'll put it like this: we're in Phoenix. Yeah, we're in a 24/7 world now. We're in, even with dealing with Phoenix, which is they don't have a daylight savings time. But since our school is on Arizona time during the summer, our 12 o'clock is their 11 o'clock. So we're just an hour ahead of them. So we're staying up till like 1 o'clock anyway to get work done before the deadline, which is 12:59 a.m.
If I somehow stretch my body out and stand in the middle of Arizona and Colorado, I can manipulate time.
Okay.
Are you
what if the sun is killing us slowly and it's what's making us age? Now, I might sound crazy, but hear me out.
Yeah, can I have the sugar that you're on?
If you really think about it, time zones and the sun, people don't age at night. Why don't they age at night? Because the sun isn't out.
Speaking of,
you grow at night.
People grow at night,
Matthew,
but they don't grow at night.
Matthew, go ahead with your
Plants
thoughts.
don't grow at night.
Speaking of,
I
would like to talk more about me and Tay's birthdays, which his is going on the 5th, mine is going on the 6th.
You're talking about birthdays, huh? Yeah. I'm so happy I remember all these.
I do not remember yours, Papa. Be offended.
Buddy's birthday is in Julober.
I can recommend a set of corset options for you guys.
Yeah,
we can do that.
That's where I'm going to head out.
You shouldn't run from learning. You gotta learn eventually.
I will learn when pigs.
It was
can
a
eat.
full-time student. No, I was a full-time student with a part-time job in high school, and still went to college in the summer. Exactly.
And
So
you know what happened?
you had
The
a pretty
mirages
deal.
constantly. You walk through the desert every single day, and every single day, everyone looked at you and they were like, "You're such an inspiration for us all." As they cried tears of true pity as they walked past you and wiped their tears and sniffled and were like, "It's truly a shame that person is going to not make it tomorrow." That heat stroke is going to get
Okay.
Well, not like that.
Let's
back
talk
then.
about the
Every
benefits.
day they survive.
I have a question. I have a question for Mr. Conspiracy Theorist Alien.
Where do people see
You mentioned
the
aliens.
most?
Is there a season like summer where people can see aliens the most?
When you
Yeah.
eat a lot of sugar
Yes,
and
there is.
run into the park, yes.
See, let me tell you. Usually, you'd have to sign up to my $500 course for this, but I'll tell you for free to get you hooked. It's this new season that I've created. It's in the middle of summer, but also basically winter, because if you think about it, the Earth's core creates winter. It's called Salooper. Salooper is a time where aliens come out of the ground because aliens live in the Earth's core. The Earth is actually hollow, and the ground we stand on is a hologram created by the government.
Very nice, though.
That's why plants watch us in our sleep. I will throw you onto the ground, and if you fall to the earth, I am going to absolutely crack up.
Okay, let's get on the
The
benefits
world is
of
also flat.
summer ending
Oh God!
I believe
after this coming.
I believe we should be on the sidereal time. It is more beneficial because it accounts for celestial bodies and planets. I haven't heard of that. I'm going to need to look more into that one.
Yes, we indeed have to run.
Eddie, the father. Is this your child? Yes, unfortunately.
Yes,
If you really think about it,
He keeps going through
the Earth's core
Oh,
powers us all. We are actually robots on a different planet. This isn't Earth as we know it. This is actually a new planet called Jambalaya, named after
Okay.
named after the food that we all consume so very often, every day perhaps.
oh, you know, bro, that's a coincidence because I
The
think
summer ending is
You
people
correct?
suffering from
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
like Elliot.
So sinkholes are just
Objection method. See, when people go around saying stuff like, "Oh, aliens and cows ate my entire family." See,
What?
the cows are with the aliens. That's why the aliens don't show themselves
I'm
because they are delicious.
What
They
did you do, Teddy?
put some delicious
Drinking.
burgers. That's why they hit themselves.
it's
And
called
now we eat tacos,
brain.
taco meat instead of alien meat.
Oh God, we so deep down,
And if you
bro.
think about it, aliens are just plants, intelligent plants.
What does
Because
that?
they're green.
I thought
Are you my brother?
I get it. An alien is a
Yeah.
being that you have yet to have seen. But really,
No,
What?
no, buddy. I've seen aliens, and I have proof. Close your eyes. See? Aliens just took your vision.
I feel like if I would have closed my eyes, I would have just seen you looking at me in my face, saying, "See."
I can get one thing. Every time we blink, we're seeing the visual world that they put in our eyes.
Bigger than your face.
Elliot, you're on to something. Break us out of the simulation. This is the Matrix. Break us out.
we're not doing that. We're not getting out of whatever this is.
Actually, no. Our mother charges us for the sessions.
As she
They
should.
usually cost about $50. That's why I don't attend.
wrong with
Getting back on
Back on topic.
The end of summer. As we all know,
The
it's very
benefits of end of
disappointing, very disheartening, very sad for people, especially for me.
Not me.
Because during this time, I have to remember all of y'all birthdays. I got to remember all of my class assignments, and I got to remember people's names. Do you realize how hard that is?
Yeah, like what's your
You have
name?
to remember a bunch of things every day, and guess what?
Bro,
When you
I can remember what I read last week, but your name is gone. It's gone the second it hits my brain. I will hear it come out one ear, and you will visually see it fly out the other
You
with
need to-
freaking fly
okay.
wings.
Okay, but so let's get into it like this, because the argument that you're making is going to cause a lot of trouble. Because get this, if you claim that it's the end of summer and then I have to remember all these things, are you claiming that you don't think during the summer?
Oh no,
And
I
then,
think.
and
I
then
think,
the problem
what am I
is,
going to eat today? What am I going to do today? What is my next course of action? When will I finally no longer have to think? When I'm an old man, will I buy a
You don't
rocking
think-
chair or will I have a
you don't
rocking
think-
chair?
Why?
When, how long will it take before my brothers are so old that I can slap them on the back and outrun them?
I feel bad for the one person in here that
Never.
probably thinks we're serious.
If they
No.
believe we're serious, I'm afraid they don't know who we are.
you gonna get summer taken away.
Summer privileges
You
taken
gonna
away.
get summer taken away because I gotta remember all this. Do you not know that people had to remember phone numbers for the caller ID?
Bro, do you realize how long it took for
I
me to
think we all
remember
do.
my
Yeah,
phone number? I'm sitting here wondering, what is my phone number? Is it such and such and such and such? And the
It took
answer,
me 3 years to
No.
remember my own name. And you thinking I can remember phone numbers?
bro, I know my name is Pablo.
Is summer the best season?
Yeah,
No.
No. He
No, summer's not the best.
It's
season.
Christmas. Oh,
God.
Yeah, it's winter. Christmas.
Give me some.
Yeah, it's winter.
I celebrate.
You get that is actually the cross in between fall to winter because November
Wrong.
and December.
Wrong. Absolutely wrong.
That's the days that you get to commute with people. The holidays, it doesn't matter if you had work and school. You're now on holiday break.
Bro.
And
no, Daddy, you forget.
Bro.
Some people don't have holiday breaks. Only
wait.
sadness.
Exactly.
only break
And
you
you
get-
forget one more thing. During fall, you know what happens? If you mix fall and winter, you know what happens? You're going to be fat because Thanksgiving, Christmas, you're going to be sitting there bigger than Santa, unable to move.
Yep.
And
You
that
gonna
fat
walk
man
down-
has magic.
You
So
gonna
you
walk
out
down
of
to
luck.
the Christmas tree. There's a shrapnel. If you see something, oh, see, close your door.
Whereas he goes drive
has
several
ended.
freaking
And I think you
dumbbells
just
down
set
the
up
chimney.
Christmas
Like, I
tree.
forgot these
You get
dudes.
some hot cocoa. Oh, and we're
yeah,
back.
I feel you.
Look,
Shoveling the snow.
is good.
Oh,
because
shoveling
you don't have
the
to
snow.
shovel snow.
Oh, I
Well,
wanna-
you have to shovel snow, but snowballs and fun in the snow.
Exactly. You could throw the snowballs at people. Take out your
Okay,
anger.
Yeah, shoveling the snow is bad, but
And
when
it
you
doesn't
compact
count
it,
as- it doesn't count as assault as long as there isn't ice in the balls.
Excuse me. You put ice in the balls.
Yeah, for extra damage.
You're
mean,
one of those
think
dudes
about it like
on the
this.
playground,
You
aren't you?
you take the shovel and you make bricks. Now you have a whole dome. Now you can sit there and
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm,
let your landlord come.
I'm
do what
sorry.
you think
I'm
you're
sorry. I will say this. I
You gotta-
don't believe igloos exist over here. I don't.
Why would
I
they?
believe-
We live
I'm
in a
not-
No. I believe igloos exist everywhere where there's snow. I might even believe that they're in Canada. But I don't believe here. I've never seen an igloo with my own two eyes. I have only seen them in pictures, and I believe they are figurative things that the U.S. was like, this is what happens.
someone built
But
it
while in other
when
places,
we had that snow that last storm. When we had that surprise snow cyclone that came over here, somebody did build an igloo.
Oh yeah,
I did
heard
not see this.
this.
You are a super agent, as Elliot says.
Just
You have
loud.
set us
So
up.
here's the
You're
US.
telling the government about us as we
See,
speak, aren't you?
Back on topic.
I don't know who
Real
gave y'all these conspiracy theories.
Snowmen don't exist. I've never seen a snowman or snowman.
I ain't seen snowmen. I don't think I've seen snowmen walk
How
when you
dare
put
you? I believe in snowmen. Snowmen exist and they can move. You know who I have for this information? Frosty the Snowman.
But Dad
So
asked,
aliens live in the center of the earth. Do they see
they
us
see
as
us from
aliens from the
the
outer
outer
earth?
Yeah, yeah.
The question is, I mean, the answer is yes. Their technology is so advanced because they stole the weapons crafted from the middle of the sun by none other than my fifth clone, Elliot,
You mean
who I am also named after.
Matthew, go ahead with what you say. This man's losing his mind.
oh you met Mark Zuckerberg. But anyway.
How?
Oh, his name dropped. Now it is time.
Oh no.
I'm done. I don't know what y'all are on.
Of summer.
Elliot's theory
I feel
is
the earthquake coming.
that aliens are stratified level construction. Interesting. Yeah, I would be. It does sound interesting. Unfortunately, I'm very. I don't know where he got it from.
I don't
It's
know where I
terrible.
get it from. Teddy,
Good point,
if
Eddie.
you
If
don't think
aliens
about
live in the center of the earth, would we be the aliens?
We
oh
are.
my
You need to
Oh
figure
God,
this.
you gave him a new
No.
idea.
no,
Why
no.
do you? Why do you walk on
If you think about
ground?
it,
Walk on the ceiling. Walk on the
if
walk
you really think
on
about it,
painting.
what if space is just the inside core of another planet?
Oh God, no.
Ah!
What
Ah.
if
Stop feeding him
Your
ideas.
brain is shrinking by the
Y'all,
second.
y'all shoveling these, mixing these ideas into Elliot's head. He about to explode.
but what if
Shoveling snow the way I fun.
Nope, they came
Take
out.
shovels, chase them, and throw. Yeah, we have fun.
Yep, and Mom just admitted to assault. But don't worry, because it's just snow.
Yeah, secretly, I have a
Hey.
so I'm actually a lawyer.
Yep.
Thanks for that admission.
I mean,
Peter Phillips. Yes, we'll be seeing you
I
soon.
want a vision in everybody's mind of our mother picking up snow just like this and hugging it at us as we fall over.
I mean, it couldn't be any worse. It couldn't be any worse than the summer festivities of you throwing water balloons. Because I remember we were playing with our cousins, and y'all brung it into the house, walked them outside, and was like, "Here's an ambush," and just start hurling water balloons and hair.
I don't want to roll. I don't want to throw water balloons. What Mom explained is the equivalent of a water boulder. You throw a giant balloon filled with as much water onto a child, and you hope that thing pops once it's over their head. And
snow compacts. So
and
when
there's
you
not
throw
any
it,
ice?
you don't know what's gonna happen.
right before they land into a pool.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
You really think about
It is, but there's several festivities to deal with. There's water balloons in the summer, pool in the summer. Well, unless you're talking about this
unless
summer.
it's raining all summer.
Yeah, unless it was raining. Or
all summer.
Throw water as it rains water.
Oh, yep. Bring a cup outside. Wait 10 minutes to throw one cup of water. Then realize
You
how
get water
pointless this
balloons
was.
and you throw it, or you do that. Get a cup of water, fill up a water gun with rain, to shoot all your friends with it.
that's the time that we would actually, with me and Papa when we were back in Virginia, we didn't have a pool per se. We had a sink, and what you would do is you would have water guns, but sometimes sometimes we lost them. I'm gonna just upright and say it: we lost the water guns. So you just take a foam cup of water, and then you just walk up and throw it in their face.
Water guns.
What? You're a horrible person. You're the person at the party that I don't want to see. I'm the person. You're the person I asked, dude, why you invite me?
Hey, you gotta get creative. I don't have water balloons. I don't have, but I do have a bucket or a cup.
Bro,
What is Snow's?
There is no way you can just walk around with a cup of water and go, yeah.
What is Snow's? We should all gear up and go outside and
good
play.
activity during the summer
That
than
was
napping. 'Cause you know
According
napping-
to Elliot, snow is a hologram. We are throwing nothing at each other. I wonder what is happening when you pee on a hologram. Who's hitting it? I don't. I would hope that we're not doing that.
RP isn't real.
Okay.
As I stated, we are actually robots that the aliens created to believe that we aren't robots. Controlled
you
by
can
the
interject
government.
at any time. I believe this is your
But
type of
here's-
talk.
Oh yeah. By the way, today is sponsored by Elliot's Network. Dun, dun, dun.
Today is sponsored by Elliot's Nonsense.
Yes.
And we're
If
not
you want
ready
to
for it.
subscribe to my $500,000 course, just look down below and realize.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
nothing's-
5,000 follower thing.
Oh
But
yes.
our
and if
father
you would
is
like to
working
buy
on-
for
Our father is working on making an
$1
educational.
time,
Yes, that is working on making an educational course. I don't
Unlike
know what.
it-
I don't
unlike
think
Elliot.
that there's a conspiracy theorist course, but if you're looking for that, you got a whole
Now,
nother.
if you're looking for some real.
And that's exactly why we're frying your brain cells right now, because once you get that course, you'll be able to absorb all that knowledge because of all the knowledge we just killed in your brain.
Going back
Yeah,
to
so if you
summer,
want that
we
knowledge
see
back,
more
down
sun
below.
in the summer.
Subscribe.
We see more sun in the summer. Do you wear sunscreen during
No.
the season?
Oh.
We have more melanin than our Caucasian counterparts.
I
but
saw a girl
Is that enough?
put on so much sunscreen. that
No.
No, we need more.
Yeah, you know what? This is not a question for me, because during the summer, when I'm outside most of the time, I'm wearing either long sleeve or something. So I
but
don't get
here's the thing.
sunburned. That's a question for you,
Yeah,
Teddy.
it's a
Did you get
conspiracy theory.
sunburned?
Yeah,
Black people can
you
get
can get
sunburned.
sunburned.
It's a conspiracy
I
theory
kept
that we are
loving
immune to
long-
the sun. Like
You
what happened
were about
with
to
the
melt.
coronavirus when
You
it
were
was first introduced. They
But
were
I
like,
was happy.
black people
I
get
just
the
sat in the
coronavirus.
sun and it got cool.
Yes,
Like we still need, we can get sunburned.
Yeah, you can get
It's
sunburned.
kind of racist to
Here's the
assume that because
If
we're
you
all race
are-
black, we can't be sunburned.
You concerned
I mean,
about the if you're concerned about the heat,
chicken twice, even when it's
which
burnt.
you should be, you put on sunblock. You
You
put
know.
on
It's true. That's what people be doing.
something on
They
your
be
skin
burning things
so that you
with
don't get
charcoal.
burned. You can also,
Sunblock is
if
for
it's
the
a
strong.
if it's a really big problem, you know what happens? Because I was talking to someone who's over in the Middle East in Turkey. It's always they said, "Oh, y'all will be fine. It's constantly hot over here." It's like here's what you do: you get an umbrella, and took a picture of him with an umbrella, a grown man, and with a white umbrella walking down the street. Everybody else had umbrellas, just those pocket umbrellas. You press the button, and it pops out.
I want one of those.
Because look at how much it took for us to wear masks over in the States. Oh, it's a pandemic. You got to cover your mask. Oh, it's too hot. You need to get an umbrella.
And that's
no,
why
that's-
Teddy said it.
That'll
That's
look crazy.
why you should go ahead and invest in my new item. Thanks to all the thought process behind umbrellas and helping avoid the sun. You know what you
We
do?
have
You
invented.
get a tiny umbrella that's shaped like a monocle, and you can walk around with a reflective suit on, and that tiny monocle umbrella will become a weapon of mass destruction as you point towards anyone not who may not be wearing sunscreen, and you burn them.
Hold on.
I had a similar idea.
Hold on. Let's use this logic. You want a glass umbrella in the heat, so that when it magnifies, you're holding it over your head, and then you're sitting there burning.
Oh no, you don't hold it over your head. You do this. You unfold it, hold it over your head for 5 seconds to make everyone
like
around you believe.
Start spinning it around like this into your head.
Hey, yeah, that's even better. Bounce the light waves all around.
Yep, and as they're covering their
I
eyes,
had
go around and clap their ears.
I had a
Y'all
similar
are
idea.
the reason that we have the disco ball.
I had a similar similar idea, except
too much of anything is going to be
it's
problematic.
a
Well,
completely
that's
different
not
idea.
true. 'Cause if you think
Because
about it,
Wait, hold
we-
on, hold on. Before we touch that, Matthew's trying to say he thinks.
oh yeah.
at Erudition and United, we have invented a new product for you. If you cannot tell this is fake, please do not search anywhere or do try buying
No,
this.
it don't exist. And yes, we do learn more by watching other countries. But the problem is, because here's what I think. Me and Papa, we were looking at Asian Fest. This is long before the pandemic, like back in 2017.
I wasn't able to
They
finish.
they watch. What were you saying, Matthew?
Yeah, bro, I want to hear about Erudition
Umbrella
Generations.
balls. Oh, you get inside of the ball, and to make it better, it's not that big. It's like this big. It can crumble up.
To suffocate you?
No, that's how you store it. You bring it out, and there's a little string, not a literal string, like a stick. If you pull that, it inflates fully, and you open the tiny door, or basically, and you enter.
I'm trying to imagine
and avoid the heat of giant umbrella balls surrounded by umbrellas.
But the thing is that you do know that heat is a wave. It's why they call it a heat wave. Waves go through objects. It doesn't matter. And if you're in the ball, guess what? You're about to be sitting there hot. It don't really matter what you're doing inside the ball.
But that's
Especially because you won't have no oxygen. That's why a water thermos
isn't real. It's actually fake, created by none other.
Okay, let's continue with the before we go on a nonsense.
You might be wondering, how did a fictional character create something that appears in our real reality? It's because our reality isn't real. We're just before the crossover episode. We're just 2 episodes away. Make sure to tune in next week when we invite Donald Duck to our live stream.
Man, we got to do a whole freaking.
That is a good idea. Let's invite somebody to our live stream next week.
Yeah, next week we'll talk about conspiracy.
Donald Duck. How?
I'm thinking the same thing, Teddy.
How? If you really think about it, Teddy, the water we drink is poison. It actually shortens our lifespan by 3 nanoseconds.
You've been misguided, somebody.
By none other than the genius cyborg.
Oh no, Teddy, you are the help. You're here to help us with our comedy.
Yeah, I'm trying. I was trying.
You know what? We moving on.
I'm trying to get straight to the point. Yeah, Matthew's entire invention. If he invents something like that, you gonna suffocate. There's no way to put it.
Because you didn't listen to the full idea.
No. We're coming up in our hour.
Where you can see. And it also provides oxygen.
We'll
beat that.
We will go into a whole nother thing at a whole nother time.
Should you hydrate yourself during the summer? Yes, you should. Because it's hotter during the summer. More things happen during the summer. So you need to shower a lot more, brush your teeth a lot more. You just need to be basically 2x better than what you were doing during winter.
I'll be a guest host. Is that what you guys were saying? Hey, we're always
if you want to, but you know, Donald Duck is pretty rude to newcomers, especially when it's his first time on his a talk show in quite a bit. You know.
I'll tell you what. If you can pull the actual Donald Duck out of anywhere, and if he comes out into the real world,
oh no,
he's grabbing him.
No,
is he grabbing the tune gun from Roger Rabbit? We gonna go into the tune verse?
I don't even know, bro. You challenged the madman, and now you think for some reason that this is going to end well.
We're coming up on the hour.
I am Donald Duck. Welcome back. And say hello. My name is Donald Duck. With the many musculos. And I would just have to say, I am glad to be out here today. Say hello to me, Daddy.
So with that, we're out.
Yeah,
Y'all have a good day.
I need to say my
We have
special
reached that hour.
recent
Prove it
subscribers.
to the light.
Look at your name.
Share and follow us on all of us.